Welcome back to the All-Star Tournament Expert Division qualifying round, hole number 3. Here we're going to be setting up for a Thorn backspin shot, or bounce-up shot, I should say. Um, P3 plus 10 max is the adjustment for the drive. You're going to need to push up, and we're going to push up according to the plus yards that we pull down to. So we're going to set up at P3 max rest. You're going to have your bullseye splitting the bunker rough line, just like you see there at P3 max rest. Then adjust P3 10% max, paying attention to the plus yards that you adjust down to. So it's always 6 top spin, 3 right spin, but the plus yards you pull down to. So you're going to push up as follows. If you pull down to the 0 or 0, 1, or 2, you'll push up 2 plus yards. 3, 4, or 5, you'll push up 4 plus yards. I'm sorry, not 3, 4, or 5. 3 or 4. If you pull down to the 3 or the 4, you'll push up 4 plus yards. If you pull down to the 5 or the 6, you'll push up 5 plus yards. And if you pull down to the 7 or the 8, then you push up 7 plus yards, right? Always 6 top, always 3 right, always P3 10 max, full overpower, and we're going to play right curl until the center line is touching the outside of the shot circle. So it's full controlled overpower, center line touching the outside of the shot circle, right curl. If you have this shot set up for APOC 5 plus, if you have APOC 4, you can play the same shot. You'll need a P5 ball, and you'll need to set up at the top of the 22 to begin, and that will give you a slower needle as well, right? .408 has been, the most consistent yardage on our drive. Pay attention to your drive yards because we're using drive yards for slider values here for the approach shot. And 408 is equal to 92% slider, which is the same as the +2. For the approach shot, the adjustment is P2 plus 20% at slider. So P2 numbers plus 20 at slider. And we're going to use spin as needed. So we're doing a no move target shot for our approach. So long as when you open up, when you go into your approach shot, so long as it has you set up in the center of the fringe, then you're good to go for the no move target. If you catch the only time that's going to happen where you're not set up in the center of the fringe is if you catch a short rollout on your drive, in which case you'll have to back it up to play the thorn shot, play it around max thorn. You'll play the same adjustment, but you're going to need to add 0.2 to the adjustment because you're further into the club and you're going to get more wind push, all right? But the approach shot, so no move target, right? And you see there we're opened up perfectly on the fringe at the +2, which is 92 slider. Add spin as needed, just so that the ball guide is about a half a square short and aimed center cup. Right? You want it to look about like that. And the spins for that is, right around 2 backspin and just a touch of left spin. Now there are wind angles on this one that you do need to pay attention to, because if you don't, you're gonna probably miss this shot. There's more crosswind and there's definitely more tailwind. And so if you're not in the crosswind angle, and it also depends on wind strength, right? So if you have a wind 4 ball with low wind versus a kingmaker with high wind, you get more wind push, right? So You definitely need to pay attention to wind angles on your approach here to get a good consistent drop. And those wind angles are as follows. So it's basically clicks of left curl that you're going to need to add. The more tailwind you get, the more left curl you'll need to add. And so we're looking at basically here and here and right at the edge there. Oh, that's not what I want to do. All right, about there, there, and there. My lines are a little bit close together on the left-hand side, but that's all right. And then anything over here would be crosswind. So crosswind is no change, right? Unless you have a baby wind, right? So if you got a 6 mile an hour wind and your center line is right here, you may need one click of right curl. Here's the deal. It's one click of right curl per line, left curl per line over to the right. So this would be 1, this would be 2, 3, 4, 5-ish, right? Now my lines aren't exactly drawn. The specs here, let me see if I can get it a little bit better. So there, then here, and then here. That's my 3 major lines. Then you got, in betweens, right? So this is anything over here, no change. This first line here in the middle, that's 1. This one is 2. Line in the middle here would be 3. And then this line would be 4 clicks left curl. So that's the standard clicks of left curl you'll need to get the drop. The only thing you'll need beyond that, and that's basically for winds 7.5 or higher. If you have winds 7.4 or lower, then add 1 click to those values, right? So you're going to see here, like I got a 6.4 wind. I am going to end up being right at the 2 click line, but I only added 2 clicks. I should have, and I almost did. I should have added 3 clicks. I'm still going to drop it, but I'm going to come in on the right side because I didn't add the additional click for the low wind. So those clicks, or that left curl set, is for wind 7.5 and higher. Anything 7.4 or lower, add 1 click to it. So you look here, I'm kind of right around the 2 click mark, which is what I used. Had I done 3 clicks here, it would have came in center cup. But really, really good opportunity here. Just got to pull it straight. Make sure you get your clicks of curl as needed and then hit perfect. Now you can always, you could try to, if like clicks of curl isn't your thing, you can try to reduce the adjustment a little bit. However, it's going to change the bounce. So if you reduce the adjustment so you don't have to do clicks, then you'll probably need a little bit of underpower to go with it, right? Because you're going to be landing higher up and further to the left. So just keep that in mind. Clicks of curl just seems the easiest, but really, really good opportunity. P2 plus 20 add slider. Drive yards. 405 is 98. 406 is 96. 407 is 94. 408 is 92. 409 is 90. 410 is 88. 411 is 86. 412 is 84. 413 is 82. 414 is 80. 415 is 78. And 416 is 76% slider. Spin as needed. No move target. And hopefully walking away from this one with the albatross. Good luck, everyone. Hope you get the drop. We'll catch you on the next hole.